Yeah, I think maybe his last play he just under-accounted for how much my deck could do. Alrighty. Game 5. Wait, I've just noticed, does Akuchi just like not ban cards? This is just my ban list. He dislikes some cards. Dislikes Bath, as do I. He dislikes Ambassador, Philosopher's Stone. I think Harvest. He dislikes Harvest. Okay. Surprised. There's many cards that are bannable. I'm surprised that he has never filled out a ban list. Anyways, first things first, what are the boons? No Swamp's Gift, very sad. Druid with Swamp's Gift is like 10 times as fun as Druid without Swamp's Gift. We got villages with Port, Ghost Town. That's it. Draw is just Livery. It's the only draw. You can get a horse off of demand. Trashing, Raise, Flame's Gift, Trading Post. Got plus buy with Fortune, potentially if it gets revealed. Druid is plus buy. Grave Robber can gain things. So I think Grave Robber and Livery tend to work pretty well together, because Livery gives you an abundance of overdraw, and then Grave Robber can make use of that. Plus horses are a good target for grave robbing. Those are both terminal though, so it require getting a lot of villages, probably both ports and ghost towns in large numbers. I think maybe one druid to make use of plus buy, and then Earth Gift would not be bad for like picking up ghost towns or something. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we're building pretty big here with a livery engine involving grave robbers. Livery is usually pretty slow to get started because it's not good draw until your engine's already working, and so if it's the only draw, it doesn't set itself up very well. But I think there's definitely enough to justify building here. Plus there's Duke around, so you could always play Duchy Duke if your opponent went too early for provinces. But how do we get there fast? I think Raise Silos is the first thing jumping out at me. Again, kind of like with the Scrap Silos thing, just killing your states while sifting through your coppers seems good. And then maybe Druid is the next thing we add to start gaining cards. I think I'm going to do that. I don't want to actually discard anything here with Silos, because then I'll trigger a shuffle and my Raise will miss the shuffle. He opens Raise Gladiator, which is interesting. Gladiator does not jump out to me as a card one would want much here. Maybe he's trying to hit an early 5 for Trading Post to thin the coppers that way. That's my best guess for Gladiator. That's not ridiculous. Raise is much better at killing estates than coppers, and Flame's Gift is not particularly good at killing coppers either, not on Druid. So getting 5 for a Trading Post makes sense. What? Well, he hit 5 and demanded a raise. Like a unsatisfied worker. So not finding my raise is really sad. Yeah, this is unjust. I bought Silos, like a nice responsible person, to sift through my deck and make it more likely I find my raise. He bought a terminal action with his raise, found it turn 3 anyway, and found the terminal. This is shame. I think I'm just taking Druid now. That's a good question. Let me think about this. Demand, Ghost Town. No. I'm like 85 to 90% confident in my answer. I do need to figure out how to hit 5 like once and get like a livery for money and go from there. That'll probably involve adding a silver at some point, I would think. These are not the most inspiring draws that I have ever had. I was hoping you'd find the other raise. Okay, so I can trash, I can discard 2. I don't think discarding 2 helps me at all. I would draw a raise and a copper. I'd have to discard raise a state, and I could buy a 3, but I could just use Earth Gift to get whichever 3 I want directly. Trashing is not unappealing. In fact, I might say it is somewhat appealing. But gaining things is also appealing. If I were to just take a ghost town off of this Earth Gift, how likely am I to hit 5? I'd have a 6-card hand. I'd probably have to trash an estate with a raise. Then I'd have like a 5-card hand with Druid and a bunch of coppers in it. I could hit 5 if I didn't play the Druid. Or I'd hit 4 and be able to buy ports and a ghost town or something. Ports and a... I don't know. I think I still like this line. All right, ghost town, silos. So actually, I think maybe what I do here is, what if I discard a copper and gain a gladiator? Can that hit 5? So I'd have 1 copper left in my hand. I could draw gladiator and another copper. I have 2 coppers and a gladiator. That only hits 5 if he doesn't have any coppers, which seems unlikely. So maybe I'd do that and just buy ports. I could also do it with silver instead, if I think silver is better than gladiator for me. Gladiator is probably better if I'm buying ports. I won't need the actions now, and then it can also be killed more easily with grave robber later if I feel like it. So I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm not even guaranteed to find the gladiator, am I? Didn't think that one through. Well, I forgot just how many coppers are down there. I don't mind top decking the coppers because silos makes that totally fine. But I kind of forgot that I wasn't even going to find the gladiator. Or wasn't guaranteed to find the gladiator. So here I want to get a livery into my deck, I think is the first 5 for me. So I can start picking up horses. And do that. Okay, so what doesn't he have in hand? He triggered a shuffle. with his ghost town. So he seems, oh, he shuffled his deck here too. I haven't seen him play his druid, so I'm thinking he's less likely to have the ghost town. There we go. Okay, so I could pop the raise, draw a copper, play druid, and gain something. I'd basically be just like turning my raise into a ghost town. That might be worth it. I mean, the raises aren't so good anymore now that the estates are gone. Maybe I pick up a trading post to deal with the coppers. We'll use the druid for that effect later. It also has the benefit of top decking all my coppers, which I actually like here. Not all my coppers. The top decks a bunch of my coppers. Because silos means you want those on top. Could I gain and play a livery mid-turn if I take Grave Robber here? I think the answer is no, right? It would go to my discard. I would have a bunch of coppers in my discard. I'd have the same problem that I did with the Gladiator thing, I think. So we're not going to get too fancy. We're going to take livery first, and then we'll get Grave Robber soonish after. That's a bunch of coppers on top. We're happy about that. He's got a ghost town in play. There's one ghost town unaccounted for. He's got a livery, but he hasn't played that yet. He's got a druid, and he has put... Oh! This was easy. I can see his druid. It's right there. So I revealed druid. I overthought that a bit. Alright, so now I've got 9 money. I gotta play the druid and do something. I think I really like to buy port, buy Grave Robber, and take all those horses. If I do that, I can't trash, and I can't Earth Gift, though. I'd have to Winds Gift. I want the coppers on top, so maybe I actually I Earth Gift for a port. That only gives me 1 port, and I buy like Grave Robber Ghost Town. That leaves me with 1 less horse, but it means I have 2 coppers top decked, which is probably good. This is a tough choice. I wish I had like 1 more copper in hand right now. I think I'm just doing it this way. Gain port, Grave Robber, Ghost Town. It feels a little bit silly, but that's what we're doing. In order to buy the ports, like I think I would take a port and a horse over a ghost town in the abstract. But that also means top or untop decking 2 coppers, which is probably a bit worse. Fortune is going to get uncovered here, and so I guess we are getting that. I mean, it's really good. I still think Grave Robber might be the best payload here, just because plus buy is kind of limited. You could stock up on druids maybe, but these boons aren't very conducive to mass druid. You don't have like any draw boons or anything. I'm not sure. I definitely planned around the Grave Robber thing, not expecting the Gladiators to happen, but then they did happen. I think this makes Grave Robber a bit more optional. Now you could just play with Fortune because it gives you tons of money and then use plus buy to buy things rather than gain things with Grave Robber. I still think Grave Robber seems pretty good here. It seems like a good kingdom for it. I probably do need to get something to trash these coppers with at some point. He's still got a raise. And I don't. And these coppers will become meddlesome eventually. I think that means picking up a trading post at some point. I can probably gain and play it off of a Grave Robber once my deck gets to that stage. All right, let's see what we can do here. Play livery. Well, I'm pretty sure I want to draw a copper, so I guess I'm playing the horse. I don't necessarily have to play the second horse. How many do I have? Just two? Just two, I think. So this is the only one left. I could kill the horse or I could kill the gladiator. If I play the horse, I'm drawing 2 more coppers. If I play the gladiator, do I hit 8? No, right? Well, I could maybe do gladiator wins gift and discard some of the ghost towns and hit 8 if I wanted to. What if I draw the coppers, then I have 6 money, I discard a copper to gain something, and then I trash the grave rob, or I trash the gladiator into like a livery or something? I mean, I kind of like the idea of getting a gold off of buying Fortune before I kill my gladiator, but I don't think I have a draw that's working out super well to make that attractive at the moment. What if I trash the horse, gain a livery, play the gladiator, hit 6, and then I buy port raise and gain like a ghost town? That sounds all right. Maybe I'll do that. Take ourselves a livery. I did this in a bad order. I should have revealed the Grave Robber because he could potentially have a druid on top. That was just me being sloppy. I'm not sure if my position is good or bad. I think the problem is I've trashed like no coppers, right? And he's trashed 2. These coppers are going to be a problem, and I just haven't dealt with them. You could demand a copper to guarantee your Silos activates. I mean, you shouldn't, but you could. Alas, I do not have a gold. Why is he even asking me to pretend to think? There's only 1 gold gone from the pile. I can't effectively bluff my way into convincing Akuchi I've got a gold. I hope he bottom decked Fortune. Please bottom deck Fortune. That's not what I asked for. Not sure what you buy here. Maybe like 2 liveries and 2 ports. He doesn't have a Grave Robber. I'm not sure if he's going to go for them, but he could do that as well. Maybe Grave Robber livery ports. You could maybe do like 4 ports on a Grave Robber and try to like gain and play the second livery. I don't know if that would be enough draw, but it might be. He doesn't have as much junk to draw through as I do, I don't think. Province. Okay. Seems a little early. I mean, he's still building a bit. Double province would be beyond the pale. But even just single province seems a bit early there to me. Uh-oh, this is not the most ideal draw. So I'm probably killing the gladiator now. Or maybe I'm playing the druid as Wind's Gift to hope to find some more draw. Come on. I think I got horses down there, don't I? I played 2 horses. No, I played 1 horse. But last turn I gained 3 horses. Yeah, so my bottom 2 cards have 2 horses in them. I mean, I could pop this raise to draw them if I wanted to. Is that worth it? My discard's got 4 coppers in it. Like I could theoretically trash Gladiator with Grave Robber, gain a card, and draw back and play that card. I'm not sure how likely that is, but maybe we try it. Depends on what this Gladiator reveals. Okay, yeah, with 2 ports as well, I think I might be willing to take the shot that I draw something nice. Now what is the nice thing? Maybe it's just trading post time. Get rid of these coppers. Could be another livery even. Yeah, I like the sound of taking in. Damn it, that's not what I wanted. I like the sound of taking another livery, I think, and getting a lot of horses. I was trying to click on the margins of that box to make it move upwards. Find the livery, please. Well, that didn't work out. Also, aren't there a bunch of horses down there? I think that's like 3 horses. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. I'm gonna take more ports, I think. And a second Grave Robber now. Oh, I guess it's just 2 horses. I think he's underbuilding here with that early province. Now, livery takes time to come together, and like you've got to get a position where you're like comfortably drawing your deck, and then it just like it runs forever after that because you get a million horses. But if you don't get there and you start greening early, I think it's gonna fall apart. Still not 100% on that, but I think his deck is gonna be running a little bit spottily for the moment. I also still like the Grave Robber idea, and he's not touching those. Let's draw lots of cards. Okay, well, we're only going so far here. I might need to not play on. How many horses do I have left? So since shuffling my deck, I gained 6 more horses, plus the 2 that I had in my hand, so that's 8 horses. I've played 1, 2, 3 horses. There's 5 horses down there. We're gonna try to find them. Well, I said we're gonna try to find them. There we go. There's all of the horses on the bottom. Okay, so we gain and play something off of one of these. That's a bunch of coppers. I want to leave those there. I can take a relic, maybe, get an attack. And retop deck horse. Trading post time, maybe? It's never too late to trash your coppers. Okay, sometimes it's too late, but I don't think it's too late. I mean, part of the reason I think even a late trading post looks okay here is because it's like a juicy target for Grave Robber in the late game, turning it into Province. That makes it more desirable than otherwise. And just another Grave Robber. Could be 4th livery. I might be a little bit over terminaled here. I have been using this Druid for Wind's Gift annoyingly much, when I would like to have been using it to gain Ghost Towns. I think I'm over terminal by 1 on account of I have 1 more Ghost Town going into play this turn than last turn, but I added 2 more terminals to my deck, so I might not be able to play all of this. Unlike Port, you can't gain and play Ghost Town the same turn to resolve the terminal collision issues. How many gains does he have? You know, Piles will get a little bit low. Ghost Town's pretty low. Raise and Livery are low. I don't think he has too many gains, though. He's got a Druid, a Fortune. That's it, right? He's maxed out at 3 buys? No. Theoretically, actually, he can get a lot more buys than that. Like, if you're just counting the number of buys and not counting draw or action limitations, you could play a Druid, gain another Druid with Earth's Gift, play that Druid for Earth's Gift, and like empty the Druids while also getting +1 buy from every one of those Druids. In fact, he's doing something like that here. And so his deck isn't actually that buy constrained. Now that of course involves a lot of actions and draw to be done. He's drawing his deck here. That surprised me. I guess, yeah, maybe it's just the thinning is enough. No, he's only trashed 2 coppers. Yeah, I think I'm just a little bit surprised that he drew his deck here. So now what do I think about my prospects of winning? Given that I thought his deck was going to be a little bit weaker than it was, given that he does seem to be drawing successfully, maybe he's in the lead. I mean, Fortune's going to do a pretty good job of just letting you buy a bunch of provinces real fast. Maybe he takes the majority. Yeah, like, well, he can't do 7 provinces in 2 turns, but no, maybe he can actually. Yeah, this is the problem. I'm probably pretty behind. We'll find out. We will find out. The problem, of course, is my deck is better at getting provinces than it is at getting duchies and dukes. So this is certainly like the backup plan in a pinch, not the thing I really want to be doing if I have to go for duchy duke. How many horses did he get off of that? 8 horses? Yeah, he might draw again. And if he does, I will be in some trouble. Okay, so let us play some liveries. And let me think about... So first off, I don't think I can win here, right? I don't have enough gains for that. Well, again, my deck has, I guess, theoretical gains with the druids, but I don't have enough actions for that. I would need 3 provinces for 18, plus 4 duchies, plus a estate. That is 1, 2, 3, 8 gains. I would have 2 buys. I could gain the estate off of Earth's Gift. That's 3. I need to gain 5 things off of Grave Robbers. I've only got 3. Yeah, that's not going to cut it, is it? No dice there. What about if I didn't play that livery? I was considering maybe gaining and playing a druid and then getting an estate off the second druid. But if I do that, I don't think I have money to make use of the buys anyway, right? I could kill 2 liveries and a trading post for 3 provinces. That would leave me with 3 actions to play 2 druids. Then I need to buy 4 duchies. I don't have enough money to buy 4 duchies. Yeah. I think I'm not in a great spot here. I'm not actually going to end up playing this trading post all too much, am I? I gotta kill it for gains. And I guess it's duchying time already. Because I'm going to need a bunch of duchies for this to work. Yeah, I think I'm probably lost here. Oh, well, maybe not. That's inspiring. All right, we got a chance. Can we do it? Okay, so now I've got to score 27 points, right? So 2 provinces is 12 points, which means I need to score 15 more. If I were to buy a duchy and a duke, that's 3 plus 4. And then the next duchy or duke I bought would also be worth 4. So what if I got 4 duchies slash dukes? Is that enough? So if I do 1 more duchy and 3 more dukes, that's 15 points. If I do 2 more duchies and 2 more dukes, that's 16, right? Because I took 3 duchies last turn? Yeah, I took 3 duchies. So 2 duchies and 2 dukes would be 16 points. Plus 2 provinces would be 28 points. 28 plus 9, 37. So that's what I would need. Can I do 2 duchies, 2 dukes, 2 provinces? I got 2 buys, 3 grave robber gains. So on the face of it, that's not enough. I would need to gain a third buy off of Druid. What's in my discard right now? In my discard is 2 coppers. So if I gain 2 provinces and a duchy off of grave robbers, I would need to have 15 money left over to buy the requisite cards. I'm looking at 7 here. I'll draw 2 more to be 9. I need to play 2 liveries. This seems doable, right? I think this all checks out. And I can trigger this and still be guaranteed to draw. Okay. So now I got 6, 7, 13, relic is 15, and I just grave rob a bunch of stuff into other stuff, and I should be good to go. I should just not discard anything here. Let's take a province, take a province, take a duchy, take a duchy. Yeah, I'm overshooting here in terms of money. And then 2 dukes. And we got it. Nice. I was worried for a bit there. I was very much back and forth. I didn't like what he was doing with the earlier greening and the fortune, but then for a minute it looked pretty dicey, like he was going to pull through. I'm not sure how likely he was to dud. It might have been an unlikely dud given how many horses he had in his deck. On the other hand, that is of course the risk of trying to green a little earlier, is the dud proneness of it.